Okay, so okay, we completed all the Linux basic commands. Let me open the basic command. Can see this is all the commands listed over here. So these are the all the listed commands. Command description. Okay, if config. So what is the purpose of this command? To find IP address of the Linux machine, host name, like this. We can listed all the commands. It's around 50 commands. So all the 50 commands listed over here in this notepad. Command description. Top command, touch file, vi file, vi dot file name to create a hidden file. Okay, mkdir to create a directory, ls-lrt to see the list of files or directories. Like this, these are the all Linux basic commands. Okay, so what we completed, all the commands will be listed over here. Okay, so the finally there is a one topic is pending for Linux only, that is Linux directory structure, directory or file structure. So this is the things we have to discuss in the Linux. Once this completed today, then tomorrow onwards, we will start SQL. We will start SQL. Okay. So as of now, these what are the commands we completed? Anyone, any queries? Make sure like this, you have to make a notebook. Okay. So you have to practice every day. Initial 10 days, 2 weeks, you have to practice this all the 50 commands every day, 5 times, 6 times. The installation also you have to practice every day 5 times, at least 1 week, 10 days. So that after that, we did not get a chance to practice Linux commands. Then we have to shift to SQL. Okay. So we'll see the Linux directory structure, how the Linux directory structure will be there. What are the default mount points are there. Okay. So you can say, so this is the, you can say Linux directory structure, file system structure or directory structure. In Linux, everything could be either files or directory. In Windows, everything could be either files or folder. In Windows, we can say folder. In Linux, we can say, so we can say directory. Okay. So how the directory structure defined in the Linux operating system? In any Linux operating system, the directory structure or file system structure could be same. So we'll see, we'll explain all the how the directory structure will be defined. You can say, okay. So this is the Linux. Okay, there is a root file system is there. Slash is the root file system is there. Let me go to. Can say, so types of files. Okay, there is a general files, directory files, device files. Okay, so we know general files, how to create. We know directory files. Okay, device files means media files. When you keep a software ISO image file or pen drive, that could be, we can say, device files. So these are the directory structure will be there. The for all the default mount points, who is the parent directory? Slash is the parent directory or root file system. Slash is the root directory or parent directory for all the mount points, default mount points. When you go to root slash cd slash, I can say these are all the mount points inside the slash. These are the default mount points will be there. Each mount point will be different purpose. Let me go to the server. Let me connect the server. I can say Linux. Let me start. Okay. Meanwhile, let it start. Okay. So these are the default directories inside slash. Slash is the root directory. Root is the parent directory or main directory in the Linux operating system. So under root directory, these are the default directories will be there. When you install operating system, default these all the directories will be defined and created the time itself. How I can see these all the directories? You have to go to cd slash. You have to go to inside this directory, inside this parent directory, inside this root directory. How to go to root directory? cd space slash. Then if you want to see the all the directories files inside the slash, you have to give the ls minus lrt. These are the default directories will be defined inside root directory. This is the root directory. The symbol is slash. You can say root directory. The name is root directory. Root. Every single file and directory starts from the root directory. Only root user has right privileges under this directory. Under this directory, which user having right privileges? Only root. Please note, slash root is the root user's home directory. Yes, we already discussed. What is the root home directory? Slash root. What is the Oracle home directory? Slash home, slash Oracle. So like this, under root directory, these all the directory structure defined like this. These are the default directories. So slash bin. What is the purpose of this directory? What type of files will be stored default inside this bin directory? User binaries. When you install any software, suppose, okay, I installed a Oracle Linux. When you install any software, there is a binaries are there. Binaries means it's a software file. We can say software is one of the binary. So there is a user binaries are there, system binaries are there. Binaries are two types. Binaries means it's a software. It's a kind of software. Each and every software will it's having binaries, libraries. Okay. Binaries again two types: user binaries and system binaries. So slash bin, it's storing default user binaries will be stored slash bin directory. Under slash bin, there is if any user installed, the user related binaries will be stored inside bin directory. Slash s bin means system binaries. You can say yes means bin means binaries. If you give slash bin, only user binaries will be stored inside that directory. Directory means what is the purpose of directory? To store something, either file or a directory. So slash bin under user binaries will be stored. Slash s bin system binaries. Slash etc. The main directory. What is the purpose of slash etc? All the configuration files will be stored inside slash etc. When you install Linux operating system, there is some configuration files are there. Suppose if you want to find user is created or not, which file we can use? Password file. Where it is located, password file under slash etc. So like this, password is the one of the configuration file. Group. When you create a group, the group is created or not, where we can say there is a group file. The file where it is located under slash etc means what is the purpose of slash etc directory means all the configuration files will be created as slash etc. Slash dev slash dow means device files. If any device files will be there, default created inside this. Slash proc means process information. If you connect a Linux server means backend one process is created. So the process information will be available slash proc. Slash var variable files. Temp means temporary files. If you create any temporary files will be created under temp. Slash user programs. Slash home directories information will be available. Slash bootloader files. Slash lib system libraries. Slash opt optional under add-on apps applications information. Slash mnt mount directory. Slash media removal devices. /srv, service data. So these are the default directories defined in any Linux operating system. This could be same. This all the directories where it is located, under which, what is the parent directory for all this? / root directory. Let me connect the server. Root Oracle. Open terminal. If config, you can say 0.117.192.168.0.117. Click on accept. Root Oracle. Can say increase the font size. Change settings, appearance, change. Okay. So can say df-h to see the list of mount points. Root / is the one of the mount point. Under this, there are many default mount points are there. There are default directories are there. What are the default directories are there? /user1 we created. While installing, we created one of the mount point name we given /user1. You can give your name also here. Under user1, while giving user1, you can give your name also. If you give your name, here your name will be appear. Means these all are mount points. Under this mount points, we created these three. This one also we created. But this is a default system is created. / is the root directory. I want to see what are the default directories files will be there inside this. How to change cd / ls-lrd. Where I am in pwd, I am in under /root, I am under root directory. So what are the under root? What are the files and directories will be there? These all are directories will be there. When you create user1, it starts from / only. When you create user2 mount pointer, it starts from. That's why here each and every, can see here, every single file and directory starts from root directory. /srv, can say here /srv, service data. Next /mnt, mount directory, media files, home directory information. User1, it's a one of the mount point. Okay, backup, one of the mount point. It's a directory to store all the backup files. /user2, yes, directory. User information, variable files. Opt, opt. What type of opt means? You can say optional files. Like this bin means binaries. Under this bin directory, binaries will be stored. User binaries, system binaries, libraries, bootable files, system related files, process information, device files, etc, configuration files. I want to see what are the files or directories will be there inside etc. So cd etc, not /etc, cd space etc, directory name etc, ll. You can say here you can say ls-lrt, lrtd. There is a password file see there. Yes, where it is located under /etc, there is a password file is there. This is one of the configuration file. What is the purpose of this file? To store all the users information. When you create a user, that user name, user home directory, all the user ID, the all user information will be stored in the password file. Same way there is a group file is there. File name is group. When you create any groups, what are the existing default groups? For all the groups information will be available group file. The same group file will be available under /etc. Like this, all the configuration files will be available under /etc only. If you want to change the host name, which file we are using? /etc sysconfig network. /etc sysconfig means under etc only there is a sysconfig. Under sysconfig there is a network file is there. Inside that file you can change the host name. Okay, so this is how they designed Linux directory structure or file structure. So these are the directories we have to at least read. Okay, what is the bin, what is the s bin, what is the boot, what is the media, what is the home, what is the etc. Like this we have to know what type of files will be stored inside this respective directory. Slash bin, it's a user binaries, it contains binaries executables. Common Linux commands you need to use single user modes located under this directory. SBIN, system binaries, etc configuration files. Okay, slash etc password, slash etc sysconfig network device files, process information. Like this, just you have to read this. Okay, read this file. You can see here I given explanation for each and every directory. Just go to this file. Okay, so if you have any queries, let me know. Okay, for more information you can search this website. This is how they designed a Linux directory structure or file structure. Both are same. There is a root home directory. Root directory is there. Root directory we can say it's a parent directory for all the directories. So what are the default directories are there under root? These are the default directories. Slash bin, slash sbin, ctc, dev, proc, var, temp, temporary files, user programs, slash home directories information, boot, bootable files, lib, system libraries. System binaries were different, system libraries are different. Okay, if any libraries are there, it's default stored inside lib. Slash mnt mount directory, media, removal devices, srv service data, these all are under root directory only. Okay, so like this you can install any Linux operating system. The Linux directory structure it's same for all Linux flavors. The commands are same, the installation procedure also same. If you install Linux 7, 8, there is a slight difference. Okay, there is not it's not a big difference. Okay, the screens will be appear, it's slightly different compared to 6.9 or 7. Okay, you can install 7 also. Okay, so we'll share the Linux 7 document how to install. Okay, so let me, you can see this is the Linux 7 installation. Okay, you can install Linux 7 from same how you download the Linux 6.9. Okay, after installing Linux 7, you can create a virtual machine. Same how to create a virtual machine, click on new, then you have to specify the Linux virtual host name under where you want to save the file. Click on next. Okay, give the memory size, you have to give the memory size at least 4 GB. Then click on create, then next here we have to give the hard disk space. Then okay, then go to the settings. In settings we have to, okay, there is a in the system class we have to give the pointing device USB multi-touch point. Then here assign the ISO image file Linux 7 which we have downloaded. Then okay, so after go to the network, you have to keep the network bridged adapter. It should be bridged adapter here. What are the options? Just follow these screenshots. You can click on start. It will starting the installation. So here you can see configure. So then next software selection. The screens will be appear slightly different compared to 6.9. Software selection. Here select the minimal installation. Okay. Here you have to select the server with the GUI. In the right side, you have to select all the things. Okay. Next, click on the installation and destination. Here you have to give the will configure partition. Okay, partition means mount points. This is the total capacity, total hard disk 104 GB. Click on add disk. Okay, click here to clear them automatically. So these are the mount points I created. /board/swap. Automatically means default they created 3 only. If you want to, if you don't want to automatically, you can create. Click on add something. Okay, this is the user one. You can say user one point. Okay, so this is the space size slash boot. Then slash is the root directory. You have to give the some 40 GB, 30 GB something root, because there are many directories. Everything will be starts from root only, root directory only. Okay, so after that network and host name, there we have to give the network host name. This is the host name. Okay, configure. Here we have to give the network name, Ethernet card name. Automatically connect this network. We have to select this box. Okay, so after that click on begin install. The installation root password, we have to give the root password. User creation, if it's asking any user, you can create the user and password, any username. So the installation will be started. It takes, okay, this is the once completed, you can see this screen. Then once installation is completed, there is a Linux okay, license information. You can I accept license agreement. Then user creation. Okay, give the full name, username, password, confirm. Username you can give your name also. It's fine. Okay. So then finish configuration. Then you can log into not listed. Click on not listed. You can give the root, username root and password. Username root, password is same. The login procedure, the commands all are same. The installation is slightly different. Okay, so this is how we are installing Linux 7 also. So we'll share this Word document. You can go and install Linux 7. Okay, if you have any queries, let me know. If someone will connect and help you. Okay, same. If config to get the IP address. Same information, same output will be there. Okay, so that is about Linux. Okay, so tomorrow we'll start the SQL. Okay, so if still if you are not practice, please install Linux operating system. Practice at least today onwards. Okay, tomorrow we'll install SQL, means PostgreSQL database. We'll start the SQL language. Okay, it takes SQL 30 days. After 30 days, we'll start the DBA course. These are the prerequisites for to learn any DBA course. First, we have to complete the Linux basic commands. Then we have to complete the SQL language, which is common language for any DBA, any database. If you want to learn any Oracle or any database that we require, completes the SQL language. Okay. So, any queries? Anyone? No queries, right? Who are okay available in Hyderabad? Okay, if possible, come to institute. You can sit and you can practice. It's a 10 to 6 timings. Monday to Saturday, institute will be available. Okay, so if you have any queries, you can okay, the senior students will be there. They will help you. Okay, if not, I will also available and I will help you. Okay, someone will help you. Immediately will get a help. Okay, who are outside of the Hyderabad, you can ping in the group itself. Someone will help you. If no one, I will help you. Don't worry. Okay. So that's it from my side today. So if you have any queries, let me know. Or else, okay, we'll continue tomorrow. Today you can install Linux 7